Fox believed anything is possible if you try. When Terry was only 18 years old, he woke up one day and couldn't get out of bed. 4 days later, his right leg was amputated 15 centimeters above the knee. As Terry had just turned 18 when he was diagnosed with bone cancer, the doctors had to decide whether to put him as the oldest person in the children's ward or the youngest person in the general ward. They decided it would be best for Terry to be with other children. Being surrounded by young children going through a similar illness as he was motivated Terry to think of a way he could help children with cancer. After a year and a half of chemotherapy, Terry decided to run across Canada and raise as much money as he could to help cancer research. He named this run the Marathon of Hope because he wanted to run a full marathon, which is 42 kilometers, every day until he reached the other side of the country. As his fake leg was only meant for walking, this was incredibly painful for him. Terry also had to take an extra hop with his real leg for every step of his fake one. Terry started his run by collecting some water from the Atlantic Ocean on the east side of Canada, which he wanted to put in the Pacific Ocean on the west side of Canada when he finished his run. As Terry was running against the wind, he battled through rain, wind, and snow. Terry was 21 when he started and ran alone, with only his best friend and brother following in a van. Terry's goal was to raise $1 million. After running through a town of 10,000 people, Terry's hard work began to pay off as he raised $10,000, and people were beginning to take notice. Then, Terry changed his goal from $1 million to $24 million, which worked out to be $1 for every person in Canada. When Terry was diagnosed with bone cancer in 1977, he was given a 5% chance of survival. If he had been diagnosed today, he would have been given a more than 80% chance of survival, and doctors would have been able to do surgery instead of cutting off his leg. As he made his way across Canada, the media started to cover Terry's Marathon of Hope with daily updates on where he was at. Thousands would come out to cheer him on, and donations started pouring in. Terry wasn't running across Canada to become rich or famous. He just wanted to make a difference in other people's lives. Terry had run over 5,000 kilometers when things started to change, and he knew something was wrong. He was in so much pain he had to stop and see a doctor, and found out the cancer had spread to his lungs. After 143 days of running a marathon every day, Terry had to go home for more cancer treatment and wasn't able to finish his run. At 22 years old, Terry became the youngest person ever to get awarded the Order of Canada Award. This award recognizes outstanding achievement and dedication to the service of Canada. 9 months later, Terry died in hospital. Terry's dream was that if he didn't make it across the country, the Marathon of Hope would still continue. Terry reached his goal of raising over $24 million before he died. After he died, the Terry Fox charity was started. Today, thousands of schools and millions of students across Canada raise money for cancer research by participating in the Terry Fox Run every September. Over $800 million has now been raised by his charity. For Canadians, Terry became an inspirational hero. But what inspired him were the children he was trying so hard to help. Terry enjoyed life, and he enjoyed challenges. He didn't want people feeling sorry for him. Terry set goals every day to achieve his dreams. What will yours be?